2022 Lucid Air Grand Touring vs 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQS, guess who? But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. Hey, gasoline nuts! The conspiracy theories are true. Cars like the 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQS and 2022 Lucid Air are coming to take your V8s away. We're here to confirm the big body, big engine, big thirst executive sedan is officially on notice as of the 2022 model year, thanks in no small part to this pair of fully baked EV luxury sedans. The big body stays, but the buttery fuel burner up front is halfway out the door, its final paycheck signed by a squadron of motors and a hulking battery pack. The Lucid Air Grand Touring and the Mercedes EQS580 4MATIC we tested recently have the speed, the presence, and the amenities, but are these usurpers possessed of the same panache? We'll get to that. Powerful progress. Regardless of whether you plug in or pump up, let's collectively revel in just how far this industry has come in a scant 5 years. It's not outlandish to say the pace of innovation from 2016 through late 2021 easily outstrips gains made between 2005 and 2015. Moore's Law? Never heard of him, and furthermore, he sounds like a punk. We'd pay good crypto for a glimpse at our own faces if we warped this duo back to 2016's MotorTrend office and gave each of our past selves a scoot. Speaking of 2016, that was an auspicious year for both parties involved. Ativa rebranded itself as Lucid Motors that October, quickly following up with a $700 million production facility breaking ground in Arizona. A continent away, Mercedes-Benz revealed its Generation EQ concept SUV at the 2016 Paris show, an electric study that would soon evolve into the production EQC, and launched the titular Mercedes EQ sub-brand. The S-Class of EVs? This brings us neatly to the EQS. Thanks to model hierarchy developed over, just about half a century, it doesn't take much critical thinking to suss out the EQS place in the greater Daimler sphere. It's right there in its alphanumeric name, third letter from the left. Yes, it's best to think of the EQS as the S-Class of EVs, both spiritually and dimensionally. Those are big wheels to fill. What the S-Class represents for Mercedes, the automotive industry, and the buying public could fill enough pages to choke a unimog, so it's safe to say our expectations for Benz's icon-adjacent EV sat sky high. We can't say the same for the 2022 MotorTrend Car of the Year winning Lucid Air. Prior to our first cruise at Car of the Year, our exposure to the nascent automaker was limited to what we've seen and heard at auto shows and what Mount editor Johnny Lieberman wrote in his world-exclusive first drive of the Lucid Air just a few months before. Despite a successful IPO, multiple showroom studios, and a semi-tangible production model, many of us had no idea what to expect from an EV startup with a C-suite roster populated by the Tesla Model S former chief engineer and Mazda North America's ex-director of design. Learning Lucid. We certainly didn't expect the Lucid Air. Born from the snowy white page of a ground-up, clean sheet design, Lucid's first outing is an engineering and aesthetic powerhouse, incorporating incredible electric drivetrain technology we've yet to see from a major automaker, including Tesla. So, consider this face-off a meeting between Old World 2.0 and New World 1.0. Check your expectations at the valet, as there's quite a bit to extrapolate from this pairing. If you're one of those who fears the looming ubiquity of the EV experience, wait until you get a load of the disparity in both form and function between the 2022 Mercedes EQS and the 2022 Lucid Air. Silent style. Let's start with the Merc's aesthetics. Quite the lozenge, isn't it? The EQS is rolling proof those with the reins at Mercedes are guiding us subtly toward the interaction-free pod transportation model many of us DIY drivers fear, and public transportation/infrastructure enthusiasts dream of. Forget the future-forward Model S. By appearance, the EQS is the closest thing to a driverless car we've seen thus far. With aggressively anodyne styling by way of beluga whale and a garish new tech light-up grille, you're almost surprised to find a steering wheel and a set of pedals when you slide inside. We're still coming to terms with the idea that luxury today means screens, and lots of them, so the EQS display-loaded space was a bit of a shock. In place of the familiar iPad duct tape to console aesthetic we've come to know and tolerate, the EQS is the debut platform for Mercedes' Wild Hyperscreen. That impressively named bit of infotainment tech refers to a full dash panel carrying a pair of 12.3-inch displays, with one sitting in front of the driver, and a touchscreen unit plastered ahead of your lucky front seat passenger. Between those two, A center 17.7-inch touchscreen dominates the dash's main portion, offering the full treatment of entertainment, climate, and comfort controls for both driver and passenger.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.